Hello, I'm Mr. Loy, your friendly D&T teacher. Following the previous video, on page 11 you developed the idea on page 10 into actual dimensions, so you can consider using the acrylic and draw the outline. And of course, before you paste your mock-up on the back of page 11, you can use it to trace the outline of your confirmed design. So my tail here will change, and then your teacher will teach you how to do the proper dimensioning as to coming out with the dimensions in centimeters or millimeters as you desire. So the acrylic given to you, the actual job piece or prototype, will be 25 cm by 11 cm, okay, by 3 mm thick. So 3 mm is 0.3 cm. Now as you drawn this ready, you can paste your mock-up at the back of page 11. We'll skip page 12. Now coming to page 15, you will need to fill up the steps in prototype making before you proceed to the practical workshop to make your actual prototype. This document here allows you to see in your mind's eye or imagine when I do this, what do I do next, or how should I start, what kind of equipments I will need. Alright, so basically you have a big picture of how you go about making it. So the broad steps will take up about 4 or 5 lines in general, because it's a simple piece of job. So normally we start with marking out, alright, marking out, and then of course even the hole positions and things like that. The next stage is cutting. Alright, you cut out, and you will not be surprised when you cut out using the screw saw or your hands, your normal saw, coping saw and so on. You'll find that the surface on the edge is very rough. So the third stage is usually you shape, and we usually shape by using files, hand files, sander, the electric belt sander or desander. Your teacher will teach you, and of course it leaves a finer surface. But you want to do the next stage of finishing for the pages, for the surfaces. So you need to smoothen it with a certain grade of sandpaper. Alright, for acrylic we use the wet and dry or waterproof abrasive paper. The teacher will show you. And finally you have to do some assembling. Alright, if you have parts like the J hook and stuff like that, you need to do that. And for your J hook, you require to use a strip heater, which is a heating element, to actually soften the acrylic before you bend wearing your gloves and using some molds or formers your teacher will provide you. Of course, for some of you, you will need to drill holes, so you probably will use the drilling machine or the bench drilling machine to drill the right size hole for your LEDs or for other holes, okay, other size holes. So for acrylic in general, if you want to drill a bigger hole, you need to have a smaller twist drill bit to start the pilot hole. Pilot hole means the very first hole, and then you change it to a wider size twist drill bit, so that you do not use a big twist drill bit and drill through, because it will crack the entire surface around the acrylic. So this ends the short video.